Really, well, this 12-day giveaway Christmas thing, market close, all of that was going to be a lot of fun. Today is actually a perfect day to start this because woohoo, we got a green market. We got a very nice looking green market, in fact. So we're gonna look at the market, and I've also got whoops, we got the bell. We got the bell. 4 o'clock. We will ring the bell to close the market. At this point in the game, no doubt we got green. So let's take a look at that market. I just want to take a good gander here. All right, I'm gonna bring up a heat map here. Now this here is the heat map for the TSX, and you can see. Look at this. We've got some really, really good looking. We got some good looking stocks here. We got a lot of green. The banks definitely. Look at that. The banks are all there in the green. Now I'm going to pull up. Whoops. Just give me a second. I'm going to pull up the map so I can actually manipulate it as we're looking at it. So yeah, holy cow. Look at this. We got Royal Bank way up there at 2.44% up today. That's absolutely fantastic. BNS up 1.75. Down here we got, Great Western. So yeah, we just look at this. CNQ up 2.59%. See, it's a great day. Now, with this heat map that I'm using, and I'm using the one from TradingView, I can get rid of, for example, if I just want to look at, let's just turn off everybody except for the green. These are all the winners. Look at this. This is amazing. So you might be wondering, actually, you know what? This here is, just going to pull this over a little bit. There we go. So this here is the TSX. Let's switch over and let's look at the S&P. So if we go to the S&P, as you can see, a lot of green over there as well. Oh, look at that. Microsoft is actually down negative 0.67. So holy banana bread. We got a whole bunch of different things going on. That's for sure. Okay. I'm going to get you guys in chat in just a minute too, because I've noticed there's a ton of you. So, and we're also going to get to the giveaway, but we'll do that after the bell. I'm not worried about that quite yet. Why the heck has today been such a great day? Well, I'll tell you why. We had the Fed make their rate announcement today, and they're pausing. Not only did Papa Powell decide to pause their rate another month, he's indicated that they're looking at about roughly 3 rate cuts in 2024. Now, they're not going to happen the first half of the year. We're looking at the second half of the year, but we're going to get rate cuts in the U.S., and that means that we've already been surmising that we're going to get some up here in Canada as well. So that's fantastic. It's going to be awesome. All right. Holy cow. Let's just going to move this over a little bit here. All right. I'm going to remove that for the moment. We'll bring me back. There we go. Perfect. Let's just quickly say hi. I mean, holy cow. There's a lot of you guys around at market close time, and I better keep my eye. It's 3:55. We've got 5 minutes before the bell. Let's see here. Paul is saying today up 1.5%. Thanks, Mr. Fed. Nice to see a bit of green. Let's see here. Hopping up for 2K today in the RRSP, up $1,863 today. Holy banana bread. That's not bad. Vic, yes, you made it on time. Maybe these ones work really well for you, Vic. That's awesome. Wow, what a day. Thanks, Papa Powell. Yeah, Papa Powell. He's like Santa Claus right now. Dow at all-time highs. If I weren't waiting for last-minute dividends, would like to sell and lay low for a bit. We got Jill in the house saying, hey, and Bleak has doubled that with hey, hey. And here we go. No snow and no red. Well, some red in my portfolio. I'm sure everybody has a little bit of red, but still. VersaBank. Yeah, that might be in the red. CSU on my wish list. Think it's expensive, but it will be 5,000 soon. And Paul is now up to 1.71%. We have a running tally going here on Paul's portfolio. That's kind of cool. Keith says, whoops, Did I miss the membership giveaway? How do I do it on my side? Okay, you have not missed the membership giveaway. The way you do it is I think you have to be subscribed. I think that's the only thing. As far as I know, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that you have to be subscribed. You have to have memberships turned on. So when I do the membership giveaway here in a bit, even if you're not here, you can still win the membership. The more you interact with the channel, I think it kind of stacks your odds with the algorithm, because the algorithm does it. The way it happens here is, you know what? I'm going to just, let me do one first. I will just do one. This will not be the one. I'm going to do one just to show you guys that underneath this thing, if you see a thing saying turn on memberships, you need to turn it on. That way there, you'll still have a chance. All right, give me a moment here. Let's do this. I'm doing this over here on the other monitor. I'm going to drop one right now. It's thinking. All right, it should be popping up here in a moment. So once it pops up, what you're going to do is you're going to see a thing that says the gifted one membership. Underneath that, it will say whoever won it. But if you see a little kind of a gray box that says, do you want to turn on your channel memberships? Then turn those on. So this went to Bleak 784. Congratulations. Holy banana bread. See, I'm only giving one a day, but I said today I would do that second one. So let's do it. I am in a generous mood. Mood or mode. It could be either. So let's take a look. Oh, we got 2 minutes until that market close. And it is still looking pretty darn good over there. And BR Keefe. All right, let's get here. Vic says, do any of you have the courage to sit and wait like Munger Buffett till the market drops? Go Gratz Paul. All right. BR Key. So Berkshire is flat. There we go. Just for some reason, the click is not going. And Keith says, got it. Thanks. Awesome. And 9 is in here with a big green day banana bread. Absolutely. Although if someone ever serves you green banana bread, if it's not St. Patrick's Day, don't take it. Trust me. It never ends well. And Bleak is thankful for winning that first membership. Absolutely. And Vic says, Moo allows aftermarket trading in Canada. All right. Well, that is interesting. That is definitely interesting. I'd have to look into that, Vic, a little bit more to see if it's only specific stocks. Like it might, I don't know if it's only American stocks, but that would be interesting. I mean, well, here's the thing too. All of your brokers will allow you to put in a trade after hours. It just won't get processed until the market opens the next day. But we'll have to see how this Moo thing works. That could be interesting. Vic says, after hours, and Paul says, how much cash does Berkshire have? How does Berkshire do during a big crash? Well, I know that Berkshire has been liquidating a lot of stuff this year. I can't remember exactly how many billions in cash they now have, but they have sold a lot. And I think Warren's getting a little bit kind of like worried, but you know, you never know. This is a good sign. What happened today with these rate hikes, it is a good sign for the market. It doesn't mean that everything's going to be rosy and everything's going to be fun. It just means that, it is time, guys. The market's closed. The market's closed. Holy banana bread. All right. Now we can do the real giveaway, even though the other giveaway still counted. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get this over with. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's coming along. Somebody's going to win. Who is going to win? I don't know. Hopefully it tells us in a second. Oh, I think it's coming up. All right. Who won? Who won? Tell me who won. I want to know. Keith Joy has won a gifted membership. Holy banana bread. That is absolutely the funniest thing I can see. Because Keith, if you guys remember, Keith was asking, how do I get myself in a position to win? He not only got himself into a position to win, he did it. Oh, wow. That one was really good. That's a great way to start the first day. Holy cow. All right. Nine says, wish I had 160 billion to put into treasury bills. Keith says, awesome. No, awesome on you. You couldn't have done it. You couldn't have done it any better than that, Keith. That was awesome. Vic says, sick of being the bridesmaid. Oh, Vic. Here's the thing, Vic. You interact with the channel a lot. There's no way we're making it through these 12 days without you winning. I'm pretty darn sure of it. And here's another thing too I'm going to do as well. We'll put a limit on it. We'll put a limit of 5. But if anybody who's here feels like they want to gift a membership, I'll friggin' match it. I will, absolutely, up to 5, because I don't have super deep pockets, but I will certainly do that. All right, and Paul says $15 short of up. Oh, $15, dude. That's still, you know what? Let's just call it 2,000. It's only $15. We're going to call it 2,000. Paul, 1.76%. You rocked the world today. So that's absolutely cool. Holy cow. Mary bought Topicus. Absolutely. Now, you guys may not know this yet. EQ Bank did win the deep dive. So they're dropping on Tuesday. Sorry, Tuesday on Friday. Now, those of you who have a channel membership, including Keith and Bleak, who both won today, you guys can watch it as soon as I upload it. So I'll be filming it tomorrow morning. And if everything goes perfect tomorrow, it might even be up as early as tomorrow night. Now, the last video, the channel members got to watch it on Monday. So they got to watch it a whole day early. Well, not a full day early because it was finished Monday afternoon. But yeah, one of them cool little things. Now, tomorrow, by the way, so tomorrow is the monthly channel membership live stream. So we're going to have this live stream. We're going to do the close. And then we're going to do the channel membership close, the channel membership live stream as well. So you'll have those of you who have channel memberships, whether you won them, whether you bought them, who cares? You got them. You're going to be able to tune into that one tomorrow night. So that's going to be kind of cool. There we go. Let's see here. So Vic says, love Topicus and nice dividend too. Roaring 2020s. Okay. Almost accidentally clicked on the wrong thing and put you in a timeout, Vic. I would never do that to you. Hey, crew, says Sophie. Good to see you, Sophie. Sophie's been here for a long time, so she's one of the community favorites for sure. Vic says, can't even buy a car for $100,000 in finance over 9 years at 9%. Yikes. Yeah, cars are getting pretty darn expensive nowadays. Jonathan says, I missed the bell. Yes, you did. But you know what, Jonathan? There'll be a bell again tomorrow. A bell again tomorrow. So you can definitely catch that one. Skiz is in the house, and Skiz says, Candace, deep dive on bird construction. I'm up 30% since early February. Bird construction. All right. I will have to put that into the pool because I think that's definitely a good one. JJ Pandy says, hey, y'all. Vic says, no one bought Pfizer today. And Paul says, Microsoft, Dollarama, and Stella Jones, the only ones down today in my portfolio. Yeah. And that's kind of weird. But yeah, that was kind of, I was really weirded out. I don't want to say weirded out, but I was kind of surprised that those ones were there. But it was kind of interesting when you actually look at the charts. And I'm gonna give me a second here. I'm gonna pull something up here. I just gotta stop screening that one. All right. Boop-a-doo-doo. Just have to find the screen here. All right, there we go. Perfect. Let's go over here. Just give me a second here. I'm pulling up an overview. All right. All right. Now, this is actually in the same window as the chat. So this is going to look really funky at first. You guys are going to, it's going to be like it's like we're going to start a Doctor Who episode. So just give me a second here as we do this. This is going to be neat. All right, here we go. And let's see. Perfect. There we go. There's the Doctor Who episode, but we're going to move over to this here. These are the indices for the day as well. One of the things that you should be able to see pretty easily here is when you look at all of the charts, you can see we started off kind of in the red on the TSX, and then we had a little bit of a green. But then look here. Look here, from here up. That's where Papa Pal spoke. You can see it here on the TSX. It's on the S&P. It's on the TSXV. Even gold did good. Now here's some of the top movers of the day. So we'll just bring this up and we'll take a look at some of these. We got Skeena Resources, Bitfarms, New Pacific Metals. Look at these. These are all hitting double digits. Vertical Scope. I've never heard of Flora, but hey, TerraVest Capital. Now here, like I said, we got some losers. Look at this. Oh, Uranium Royalty Corp actually is in the losing list. Biosciences, healthcare, some energy. Let's take a look though at ETFs. Let's take a look here. Oh, look at that. It is forcing me to log back in. All right. So this here is within, there we go. Get back to our indices. This is within the broker, National Bank Direct Brokerage. All right. So with ETFs, look at this, the Beta Pro Canadian Gold Miners 2X. So that means it uses leverage. So basically it's using 2 times leverage on it, but it was up 11.36%. There's a blockchain ETF up 8.94%. And silver, look at that, the Beta Pro, once again, leverage 8.58%. So definitely some really interesting things. And now you'll notice that gold is on this side too. And you're like, wait, what's going on? But look at this here. It's daily bear, which means it's that inverse. So it's an inverse ETF. And it's betting against gold. And gold did well today. So it's down negative 11%, 11.47%. So it's definitely kind of cool. All right, let me get back to my window here so I can see what's going on in the chat. Here we go. And I'm just going to... Oops, I'm just going to remove that and get myself back up here. All right. All right, here we go. Perfect. And PJ is just PJ. Thank you. Thank you. I got lost on the whole name sometimes. Sometimes I'm challenged that way when it comes to names. Oh, dear. Look at Dow chart. Once October 2023, up 4,000 points. Yeah, look at this. Oh, and Vic bought Tulamine yesterday. I can't talk today. I'm just too excited because it's so fun to be finally doing one of these. I've been wanting to do a close for a while. So now we kind of got the chance. Like our goal on these, I'll just give you guys a general idea. Our goal is to go about, 15, 20 minutes. But, if you guys keep asking questions, that can always change. So let's keep that in mind. 26 of us. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Well, actually 28 right now. I'm looking at the board. I didn't know. Well, first of all, a lot of people have jobs. Although, maybe you're at work and I'm going right now. I'm broadcasting in your drawer. Anybody who has me in their drawer at work broadcasting, let me know. I have to know. Can you live stream at the open? I could, but I'm not going to. Not just yet. We'll do this time around. I would like to somewhere's down the road, and I think this is going to be for 5. Maybe this will be for 5,000 subs. I'd love to do a full day, open to close, just live. So like what is that? 6 hours or so? Not even 6 hours. Like it'd be about a 6-7 hour stream, but one day. But it's going to be a milestone one, I think, to do that because. I will have to really, really get myself all prepared. I'll have to bring a lot of information because I can't just talk off the cuff for that long. I'll need something to guide me, bring up topics. Otherwise, you never know what I'm going to be talking about. Mary has bought Lumine Group. Can you live stream at noon too? Oh dear. Vic, Vic, you want too much. Orchard Oreo says, hi. Hi, Orchard. I saw a comment from you the other day, and I was just like, that's kind of cool. I like your name. It's very neat. Vic, how about pre, during, mid, and after market? Okay, Vic, you're just poking the bear now. That's funny. Retired every day is Saturday. Okay, that makes sense. Nice place to be. Hopefully, retirement's going well for you, Paul. I know that Paul, you're really active, and I definitely appreciate that. Paul is one of these people. I love this, and feel free to do this when he starts to watch a video. If something pops up in the video, early part of the video, he'll put the comment in then. And then, continue watching and maybe put another comment in. So sometimes I might get 2 or 3 comments on a video, but that's cool. I'm okay with that. And let's see. Orchard Warrior says, I'm retired too. Each day is Blur's Day. Blur's Day. Wow, that's kind of funny. Aim Vast says, listening to you only while working. Appreciate this live right after the big news. It was very timely. It's not like I knew that this was going to happen. It's just, and the funny thing is, this whole thing was Jill's idea. She was like, do it 12 days of Christmas. And then I just decided, okay, well, if I'm giving away 12 days, I got to have a way to do it. I need a vehicle to give it away. And hence we got the live streams. Vic says, Paul, don't you want to play it safe or risk unretirement? Well, it depends. I mean, Paul comes off to me as being very smart. So I have a feeling he's not risking huge amounts that would jeopardize retirement. I think he's doing it pretty smart. I hope. Oops, we already had that. And Jill says she's normally setting up her trades at market open. Yes, that is true because I'm doing a lot of swing trading. So usually at market open, I'm setting up the trades and things like that. But if we do that full day as a milestone, I mean, I'll probably do a segment on swing trading so I can show you guys more of that too. But let's get there first. Oh my God, she has a life. Yeah, a little bit, tiny bit. But you'd be surprised. Here's the thing. A lot of time, like even though you guys see me like for, maybe 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, an hour and a half there. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. A whole bunch, absolutely. Paul says, only been almost 5 months of retirement. TELUS paid me to leave. Oh, you were working for TELUS. Awesome. Well, hopefully retirement is suiting you well. I know a lot of people, they go into retirement and after about a year of it, they're like, I am so bored. But, I think there's a lot of things that you can certainly do. And there's a lot of fun stuff. You could probably start a YouTube channel or, do something like that. Hope you got Telestock on the way out. I hope so. Let's see, have a DB pension. So RRSP is extra not needed till 2025. Awesome. I mean, you could always, if you have a half decent pension, you could always let the RRSP just sit there until it eventually goes into that RIF. So you got time with that for sure. Would love a segment on swing trading. Yeah, it's coming. It is absolutely coming. I definitely want, I'm thinking about things I want to have done in 2024. And that's an early 2024 goal to get out something, probably a video initially. But we'll go from there. We'll take a look and see. Now, keep in mind, I just want to point this out too. One of the other things that channel members get to do is they get to vote on the last video of every month. So it's not an exclusive channel member video, but they tell me what it's going to be. Everybody gets to see it. Swing trading was up for the vote last time. I think it came in second. So I would not be surprised if they vote through swing trading as the video for this month. I still have to ask them what they want, but I should do that soon too with the holidays because I don't want to have people. I want to get everything all out all my ducks in a row, I guess you'd call it. 35 years with TELUS. Holy banana bread, Paul. That's a long time. Now, were you working on kind of, some reason I see you as a linesman. I don't know why, But were you kind of working on the polls, or were you working behind the scenes, or were you maybe on the customer service side? But my guess is polls. I'm thinking polls, like, a linesman or something of that nature. Let's see, equivalent of 15 months of wages, a lump sum. Oh, that's not too bad. See, TELUS is a decent stock, but I hate it as a customer. Canada Telecoms leave much to be desired. Yeah, I mean, that's a funny thing. They're all the same, like, to a certain extent. It's one of these things, like, I know there was a couple of Christmases ago where one of them accidentally, it wasn't even one of them, an employee at one of them went and dropped some unlimited, an unlimited plan. This was before we had unlimited plans. And the others had to do it, and it was all right around Christmas, and it completely blew things up to the point where everybody was calling in for these insanely crazy plans. And I think it was a situation like if you called Rogers or Bell or TELUS, you'd be looking at 2, 3, 4 hours on the phone to try to get one of these incredible plans. But now we have some better plans. They still charge us way too much, but at least the plans are a little bit better. If you get one of the unlimited ones, they throttle you after however many gigs. Like if you pay for a 20 gig unlimited, at 20 gigs of data, they're going to throttle you at that point. So just something to keep in mind. Let's see. Okay. Oh, you're 56 years old. Okay. That's sort of, yeah, that's interesting. It's nice to be able to retire early. It sounds like, though, they gave you kind of a good offer, and then, you had the choice to take it. Hopefully. All right. Let's see here. Amvest says, appreciate if you are able to go over how to prep for 2024. Rebalance portfolio with possible rate cuts. Would you consider retail like Ross and TG Maxx? Thanks. Okay. That's a good question. And I'm going to look at it. I did this. I do a year review every year. So I'm going to do that again this year, where I sort of look at the year, how it went, and I make my predictions for the next year, sort of like what sectors are going to be strong, where I'm sort of putting my focus. But here's this thing. I will tell you this right now. As an investor, in January, if you come up with a plan for the year, don't expect to follow it all the way through, because everything is always in flux. Everything is changing. So the data that you're betting on in January, come July, that data may be irrelevant, and there could be anything from a war to any kind of other black swan type event. So you always want to be kind of paying attention and making changes on the fly. But yeah, we'll definitely do that, and we'll sort of talk a little bit as well about. And this is a lot of this going to come into some of these bigger long streams, bigger live streams. I guess a long stream, we can call it that. We'll probably talk a little bit about it on both the Christmas live stream as well as the New Year's Eve one. So we're going to have, like I said, you guys, by the end of this month, you guys will be sick of me because there will be so many live streams. All right. Vic says, driving in rush hour and typing with one finger. The other finger is for rude drivers. Oh my God, Vic, you are so funny. Hopefully, though, you're not texting while you're driving. That's super dangerous, dude. And we want to keep you around and your humor around for a while. Jill says, isn't the membership video going to be next Thursday? When does that make more sense? Because you'll have to know more members. That's a good question. You know what? That is absolutely right. That does make sense to have that membership video next week instead of this week, the live stream. I'm going to reach out to the membership and just sort of talk to them. But yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Good thought. That's the thing. I'm always open to ideas. Like if something's not working, we'll figure it out. All right. Paul says, I did equipment. I knew it was technical. I did equipment installation, first 10 years, then central office maintenance, and running jumpers that last 18 years. Perfect. See, I was picturing Paul on poles and around the central office and all of that fun stuff. And I was thinking of ADSL in my head as well. So that's pretty darn cool. Sorry, speech to text errors. Yeah, they do that. Absolutely. All right. So this is the first one, guys. Like I said, these ones are going to be a little bit shorter. Heck, we made it to 30 minutes. That is awesome. I'm looking forward to these. So every single friggin' banana bread day, it's going to be great. So we'll be back here again tomorrow. And here's what I'm thinking. I might actually start 5 minutes sooner, just maybe 15 minutes before the bell, just to break things down a little bit more. So tomorrow we'll probably start at 3:45. So I think we'll do that. Oh, and Paul threw in, yeah, I saw all 3 versions of ADSL and then fiber. Oh, yeah, absolutely. There we go. See, I used to work for a company in the West called Uniserve, and I was their technical training, their training manager. So I foresaw the training of all of their agents and everything, and I know a lot about ADSL cable, the whole works. I even know much more about regular phone modems than I really want to as well. But it is all there. Anyway, guys, this was the first one. We got a winner. We had 2 winners. And I definitely, I'm on the way out here, AimVest, but I'm going to answer your question here anyway. If there is black swan events, would ETF managers rebalance accordingly if we can't keep watching market and making adjustments? Yes, that is their job. That's the reason that they make a management fee for, is they're overlooking that portfolio, and they will make adjustments. So for example, if there's something wrong in the economy and a lot of the companies in that ETF are underperforming as a result, they're going to rebalance it. So they will do that automatically. That's the safety net of an ETF. So if you're a person who is investing and you have no time, like literally no time to look after your own portfolio, then an ETF investment portfolio is probably a better portfolio for you, because there are people that do it. And a lot of people I'll put this out there too. A lot of people are like, oh my God, I have to pay a management fee. Well, a management fee, it's a cost of doing business, right? If you think about it, let's say you got a stock in Fortis, well, you know how much you're getting back. And you're thinking, oh, there's no fees on that. Well, sure, there's fees on that. Fortis has to pay the lights, pay their employees. All of that comes out of the profits. And all of that comes out of what they can potentially give out as a return. So there's fees on everything. So I say don't get too caught up. But where I look at a fee is if I'm thinking, let's say, for example, I wanted a Bitcoin ETF, and one was charging me a 1% fee and the other was charging a 0.45% fee, but they're both giving me the exact same service. Well, I would go for the 0.45% because it's smaller, meaning I'm going to get a little bit more return. And if you compound that return over a longer period, it adds up pretty big. So we're definitely gonna do that. Skid says, work on the wrist action. Want to hear a strong bell tomorrow? I will make that bell loud. We will have a loud bell tomorrow, I promise. Paul says, thanks. Your live videos are a wonderful Christmas gift to us. Thanks. Absolutely. I do something every year. The first Christmas, I did 5 videos on the week before Christmas. So 5 videos in 5 days. Wow, that was tough because that was a lot of editing. And especially now, my editing skills are a lot better than they were then. So it would actually take longer. Then last year, I just did this. We did this big vote, and we did 12 shorts. So was it 12? I think it was 12. It was like 12 stocks that you guys all voted for. But this year, this is the whole live stream one. And I'm like, there's not as much work behind the scenes, but, you guys are getting it all up front. So that's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. This is going to be really a great couple of weeks. And Paul says, if an index ETF and an index goes down, then there's nothing a manager can do. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if, for example, let's say you have a ETF that's tracking the NASDAQ. Well, if there's a crash in the tech sector, there's not a lot they can do. They can't really reach outside. But it depends on the ETF. Some ETFs have provisions in it where they can move stuff into sort of a fixed income. They can shift a bit more towards the fixed income side if there's going to be a lot of trouble for that. There's little things they can do, but it really depends on the makeup of that particular ETF. I mean, and if they're using covered calls, it might be a situation where they can maintain the dividends while things are crashing because they're kind of making calls against, they're kind of betting against their own stocks in that case. But yeah, it's really interesting. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go have some supper here in a little bit. And we'll keep this going this week. And, some of these, you never know. Maybe we will just have this odd one where it goes an hour. I don't know. I'm not making any promises. But for the most part, I'm aiming for 15 to 20 minutes. But heck, if we go 30 minutes, we go 35 minutes. I don't care. This is all for you guys. Let's just see. Ian says, I'm at work and can't stay long, but Canoe announced something about an annual redemption. Yes, they do that. They do that. Now, I believe, and I have to look at what their announcement is. I believe that annual redemption is where you can basically you can sell some of their shares because they're buying back some shares. And it's a way of sort of helping the price go back up a little bit. So I usually say don't do it because for one, your Canoe price shares will go up for those who don't involve themselves in that annual redemption. I actually think, now that I think about it, I think I actually have a video out on that annual redemption, the one that's going on this year. And sometimes they do stuff with dividends as well. But if that happens, I'll be on it. We'll talk about it. All right. Thank you and have a good one. All right. We will leave it on that. Thank you, Jonathan. Love you guys. You guys rock. We'll be back here again tomorrow, and we'll do this all over again. All right. Take care.